It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next on Madden Football.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Greg, love this matchup. We got a couple of defensive-minded teams in this one. They love to press the quarterback. They press those wide receivers on the corners. Man, points are going to be tough to come by in this one.
And as good as the defenses think they're going to be entering today's game, Mike, I think it really flips the pressure on the opposing offenses. Make the most of your opportunities. Each possession matters. Don't turn the ball over. Don't be afraid to punt it back and play a little field position. The game within the game, I think, is a critical factor for ultimately who finds himself victorious at the end of this matchup.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from the Steel City. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Harris again. Harris, first down, he's not done. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On the option, they give it to Henry. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Third and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. The Steelers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the give, it's Harris. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. from the shotgun. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. First and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Jackson now on second down. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. But go down, it's an incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. Now it's going to be third down. From the gun, Jackson. Ooh. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And he'll take this forward for about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. Second down, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The motion man is Johnson. Jackson now. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the pistol, Jackson ready. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. He'll take it in at the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Whoa! They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
A lot of what goes into being a great kick returner comes down to vision. And you're going to see here, he finds the cutback lane, and as he accelerates down the left side of the field, he wasn't far from taking it all the way down the sideline and into the end zone.
The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Austin brought in motion. A give, and here comes Harris. And the Steelers are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Williams in motion. Here's Warren. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. One more time with Warren. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll go again here with Henry. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on third and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this fourth down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge fourth down stop.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Austin brought in motion. On first and 10, it's Wilson. A pass taken in by Harris.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Austin brought in motion. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
A run. Here's Harris. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now Russ. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Austin brought in motion. On 3rd down, here's Harris. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives him a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Give up the middle to Harris. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. They put Pickens in motion. Here's Wilson to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. throwing Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Austin brought in motion. Now Wilson on 2nd down. This one grabbed by Austin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
We spent so much time talking.
John Harbaugh, not a fan of that call, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Austin brought in motion. They'll run with Harris. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll run with Warren. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will get out in front 17-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That is caught downfield by Pickens. That pickup good for 29 yards.
They call this the alley, so it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers, and depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. On the zone read, here's Harris. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Williams in motion. From the gun, it's Wilson. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Williams in motion. On the handoff, this is Warren. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable for Wallace. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 98 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens are back within 6. out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
That's Washington, the man in motion. They go play action with Wilson. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
That's Washington, the man in motion. A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key?
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Williams in motion. And he will score again. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So with that touchdown, his third on the ground in this half, he's well on his way to potentially tying the mark for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in one game. The current record is 4. He has 3. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Off he goes. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, here's a run by Henry. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we have reached the intermission in what is right now a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. And he did it with his legs, accounting for 3 first-half touchdowns on the ground. Sensational.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
No motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second down. Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The home team's offense, and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd down, Russ. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Austin brought in motion. They'll give it to Harris again. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. And finally, they bring him down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
It is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Aguilar goes off in motion. Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion right. Jackson now on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On second down, here's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Play action. Now, Wilson. Right back to Williams. They connect again.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Again, Wilson. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On third down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On the option, they give it to Henry.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Pistol formation with Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. Finding room at midfield. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. This is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens are back within 6. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Catch is made. That is Williams. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That's Washington, the man in motion. They go play action with Wilson. A pass taken in by Harris. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense and Deontay Johnson getting set to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
Had ourselves a bit of a one-man wrecking crew out there for a minute, huh, Mike? I mean, dishing out punishment to every defender in his way. I'll tell you, the next guy who comes in one-on-one, he's going to have that run in the back of his mind.
Jackson looking to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On third down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson from the gun on third down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
A run. Here's Harris. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Wilson. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Wilson now gonna keep it on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They run it over center with Harris. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back out is the reigning MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of this Baltimore offense. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. Jackson going to keep it himself. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the zone read, they hand it to Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the zone read, here's Harris. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now he'll run it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll get about 5. Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Austin brought in motion. One more time, it's Harris. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
They'll run here. Whoa. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll run. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll stick to the ground. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Jackson now. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. To the air one more time with Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will score. Game on. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The point after now from Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. They'll return this from the 11. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. Here's a give left side to Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, now this brings up third down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
Third and long. Another run here with Harris. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. Here's first and 10. No motion over Flowers. They'll drop to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A design run here with Jackson. Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Going up top and looking for Flowers.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. The defense still with all three timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So this one, in the win column for the Steelers. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving them much of a shot coming in, but they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball, and they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners